Good evening. Hey, what's up, Daniel Barry? How you doing today? What's up, Daniel Barry? Danny Barry's like always the first one here. First one here. All right, man. Can the Yankees get back on track today and get a win? As they've been struggling against the Blue Jays. Blue Jays have won the first two games of this four-game set. Yankees got to get it. They got to get it going. They got to get it going. Yeah. All right. Share this stuff out to Reddit. The Yankees only have a game lead of Toronto and Tampa. On May 28th, they had a 7-game lead. So their lead has been cut by 6 games since May 28th. So the month of June has been horrible for New York. They had a horrible month of June. So they need July to be much, much better. All right, we had Bryce, Judge, Bellinger, Stanton, Chisholm, Goldschmidt, Dominguez, Volpe, and LeMahieu. So they got Judge batting second today. Man, did Aaron Boone finally listen to us about this shit? Betting Judge second. So Jose Barrios, he's 4-3, an ERA of 3.26, 89 Ks, and 37 walks on the season. Hello, Tylen. How are you today? So Jose Barrios on the mound here for Toronto. All right, let's get this game going, man. Let's get this game going. What's up, Rising Rhino? Second one in the house. What's up, Rising Rhino? How you doing? Just sharing this stuff out to my social media outlets. Hopefully something pops one day. Hopefully something pops one day. The roof is open north of the border again. The roof is open north of the border. Yankees have been sucking. There's all right, so Ben Rice batting 229 on the year. Pitch is a strike on 1. But what's up, Rhino? Got my agua. The 0-1 here to Rice. That's down low. 1-1. Underway here in Toronto, Ontario, Canada. Man, it's hot down here in the south. I'm using my green screen as a shield for the sun. I gotta get me like a sunsetter thing. Here's a 1-1, and it's be outside 2-1. Like a sunsetter thing, shade. I gotta get me one because the sun, when it sets in the west is like, right to the left. And so it comes like right in the frickin', in the back patio, and it gets hot. 2-1 is popped up left field. As was drifting back and going back at the warning track. Man, that ball went a little further than I thought. 1 down. Yeah, I'm doing the Canadian football on Thursday, and Friday I'm doing nothing because it's July 4th. And I plan to be watching fireworks, so I don't want to be calling the game and fireworks are going off. So Judge at the plate. 1 out. Yeah, 1 out and nobody on. The pitch is 1 out. Taking a day off. Hey, everybody needs a day off. I'm gonna start taking a day off like during the week. I gotta figure out what day. Probably Tuesday. There's a 1-0. That's gonna be a strike 1-1. Probably Tuesday. I'll take off. And what's up, Bow Down? Yeah, Derek Carrier named Freshman of the Year. He should be. They just strike 1 and 2. Wait, that wasn't a strike? There's no way that wasn't a strike. They call that a ball? Alright. I'll agree with the box score. 2-1. Yeah, I'm waiting on my Carrier jersey from China. It'll be here, hopefully, before next season. Swing and miss. 2-2. Yeah, hopefully, we'll be here before next season. It usually takes about, I use DH Gate. Usually takes about 2 months, probably. In about 2 months, it usually comes in. So I'll have it probably around football season. 2-2 to Judge. That's 3-2. 3-2. Yeah, we're in July, so next month is football month. Even though it's the end of August, but the Saints do have preseason middle of August. That's gonna be something to look forward to. See who's gonna win the quarterback battle between Shuck and Rattler. 3-2 to Judge. He popped it up along the infield, and 2 down. 2 down. Yeah, I know. We're in the dog days of summer. There's no LSU baseball's over with. Now I got nothing. So Bellinger at the plate, he's about a 268. They got Judge batting second today. I mean, here's a bunt, but it's going to be foul. They finally have Judge batting second, man. The Academy and Hammond quit carrying fitted hats. I like fitted hats. I wear 7 3/8. Here's the 0-1, and it's foul back. I went to LSU baseball game 2 years, but they won the title in 2023. I went on a midweek game, late in the year, and yeah, they didn't have my size. I was so freaking mad. Like, man, I came all the way out here to watch the baseball game, get me a fitted hat, and they don't have my size. I was so freaking mad. Here's the 0-2, and there's a ground ball, base hit. It gets in the left field, all the other way. So Bellinger gets on with a 2-out single. So Ram Stanton to play. Yeah, Yankees stink, Crum. Well, their pitching's been bad. Their pitching's been bad. I mean, they can only score runs if they get home runs. So, but their bullpen has been atrocious. I mean, it's been horrible. So Stanton at the plate, he's looking for his first dinger of the year, and there's a strike 0-1. Yeah, that's not a good team batting average. That's not going to win you a lot of games at all, especially when your bullpen's ERA is over 10. There's a swing and a miss, 0-2. Yeah, when the bullpen ERA is over 10 the last like 5 or 6 games, and if they're batting 187 as a team, yeah, I mean, how can you win? I mean, you can't. Here's the 0-2 to Stanton. Lays off at 1-2. Yeah, I don't like really the flat bill. Yeah, like Kyle Shanahan wears with San Francisco. Like the 1-2, man, it's gonna be foul. Yeah, they showed it yesterday. The bullpen ERA the last like 5 games. It's like over 10. It's like, man, it's like that sucks. It's like, and they keep doing that dude Lighter out, and Lighter is awful. I don't think he. I think he pitched 2 straight days. He can't pitch today. Here's a 1-2, and Stanton takes it high, 2-2. Yeah, Shanahan, but he always has he's that flat bill though. So 2-2 to Stanton, and lays off it. It's low, 3-2. And 3-2. So we got 2 down and 1 on the top of the first. Barrios, a little bit of the payoff pitch, and of course Stanton swings at it when it's low and away and strikes out. Man, he swings at that 9 out of 10 times. He will swing at that pitch well, not every time, but 9 out of 10 times he'll swing at that pitch. He can't lay off it. Stanton can't lay off that pitch. You think somebody in the film room would say, "Hey, dude, lay off those pitches, low and away." Especially when it counts 3-2, and a walk gets you on base. Yeah, Stanton's been awful since he's made his debut. What's up, Tylen? He's been awful. I mean, how many games has he played, and he doesn't have a homer yet? Stanton? I mean, that's like, how? How's that possible for him? Did he lose his mojo? Yeah, Yankees. They have a really flawed roster. All right, so give me the Springer, Guerrero, Kurt, Barger, Clement, Wagner, Schneider, and Straw. There's your starting lineup for the Toronto Blue Jays. Jose Barrios has a 4-8 career record against the Yankees. So Will Warren on the mound. He's 5-4. ERA of 4.37. 103 strikeouts and 35 walks. And he went to Southeastern. He pitched for Southeastern Louisiana here in Hammond. So it's a Louisiana product pitching up in the Bronx. Here comes the pitch from Warren. That's going to be a strike. 0-1. So Gimenez has 5 homers, 21 RBIs, 207 average. And the 0-1 is lifted to center, going to be a base hit. It's going to drop down in front of Dominguez. So leadoff single for Toronto in the bottom of the first. So Dominguez in left, Bellinger in center, Judge in right, Chisholm at third, Volpe at short, LeMahieu over at second, Goldschmidt at first. Stanton is the DH tonight. And here's Springer. Springer had a 7 RBI afternoon yesterday with 2 home runs. There's a strike on 1. Wasn't it 2 home runs? Wow, sorry to hear that. Sorry to hear that, Bow Down. Yeah, they always want to hire younger and cheaper labor. Or I mean not labor, but you know what I mean. They always want to hire younger kids that they don't have to pay as much. So 0-2 to count the Sprinter. Oh, no toss to first. That's just. And once you get with a company for a long time, and they can find somebody else to do your job and pay them a lot less. They'll do it. They don't care about Employees. So 0-2 to Springer. The pitch is out away 1-2. So, man, it sucks. We got no LSU sports right now, man. Sucks. Nothing new. Here's a 1-2. The Sprinter. That's 2-2. Yeah, when does fall practice start for LSU? Is it late this month? At least maybe it'll give me some content to put on my. Here's a ground ball, and it's gonna be a base hit. I thought it hit the runner, but it did not. So Gimenez gets to second, and Sprinter at first, and Toronto has something going here in the first. I thought it hit the runner at first, but it did not. Nope. Good job jumping away out of that. So 2 on and nobody out for Toronto here in the bottom of the first. And Vladimir Guerrero Jr. at the plate. 278 average, 12 homers, 44 ribbies on the year. That's a ball, 1-0. Might not need this shade no more because I think the sun's about to go behind a cloud. So 1-0 to Guerrero. Pitch. It is strike, 1-1. So under first and second, nobody out. Bottom of the first for Toronto. Will Warren on the mound. And the pitch is 2-1. It's a little low and away. Low and away, 2-1 to count. So Warren comes set, and the 2-1 is 3-1. That's off the plate. And low, 3-1. So 3-1 to count here to Guerrero. Warren delivers. There's a foul. It'll be 3-2. Wow. That sucks, man. That sucks. But they could probably pay him a lot less money. 3-2 pitch. And it has to be foul back. That sucks, man. Don't need my green screen up. Sun's about to go behind a cloud over here. It rained today. Imagine that. Rain today. But it didn't rain yesterday, so we had a 1 day without no rain. 3-2 to Guerrero. It has to be foul. I have to cut my grass tomorrow. I don't feel like cutting it Friday. I'll cut it tomorrow. That way I don't have anything to do in the weekend. From Friday, Saturday, Sunday, I can just take it easy. All right, so 3-2 to Guerrero. There's Warren coming set. And he steps off the rubber. Cut mine today. Yeah, I'll probably cut mine tomorrow. And that way I don't have to do it Friday. Or Saturday or Sunday. Here's another foul. What's up, Brandon? Good evening. There's Toronto's threatening here in the first. Trying to win the series today. They won the first 2 games. Three-two pitch is ball 4. Now they're loaded. Now the Yankees in some serious trouble. Yankees in some serious trouble now. Now the pitching coach is going to come out and talk to Warren. Yankees are in trouble already in the bottom of the first. They got, Alejandro Kirk coming to the plate, batting .306 on the year. All right, so Alejandro Kirk at the plate with the bases are loaded, nobody out for Toronto. As Will Warren comes set and delivers a pitch. There's a strike, 0-1. 7 homers, 39 RBIs, .306 average for Kirk. So Warren, here's his 18th pitch of the inning. The 0-1 is going to be hit to right field, and it's a fair foul. It's a fair ball. It's going to go off the wall in right field. Let's see, Judge gets it back in the infield, and everybody is safe, and it's 2 runs. So it's 2-0 Toronto as Kirk hits a double down the right field line off the wall. But the question was, it going to go fair or foul? It stayed fair, and the Blue Jays on the board. Man, Blue Jays on the board already. And there's still nobody out. Man. All right, we're going to have, let's see, Barger up. The pitch is swung on. That's hit well, center field. Going back, and that is gone. Home run, 3-run home run is now 5-0. Man. 5-0 here. Man. Yeah, they're doing it again. It's 5 as Barker goes dead center field. It's gone. It's 5-0. Man. Yankees going to be tied for first place after this. What's up, Mike K? Yeah, he just turned the game on. And still nobody out. Clement's up. There's a ground ball. This might be an out. As Chisholm goes to first, 1 down. Yeah, what the heck? Yankees can't get nobody out. What happened? A 3-run home run just happened by Barger, and then Kirk hit a 2-run double. We got Wagner up. That's fouled, 0-1. And Will Warren can't get nobody out. He finally got an out after the 6th batter in the inning. His ERA is 6.75 in the first inning this year. That's horrible. Yeah, it's a ball, 1-1. How is Cartman beating us? Yeah, he just had a 2-run double off the right field wall. And then Barger goes dead center. 3-run home run. It's 2-1. Pitch outside. So 2-1 account to Wagner. The pitch is foul back. 2-2. Cartman. I like how you call him Cartman. Maybe because he's short and fat. So 2-2 to Wagner. And the pitch is 3-2. Yankees are cursed. man, they just their team is built wrong, especially offensively. Your 3-2 pitch. That's ball 4. Man, this guy might not make it out the first inning. So Schneider coming to the plate. Yeah, if they lose this game, they'll be tied for first. Man, after having a 7-game lead, end of May. Here's the pitch to Snyder. That ball's hit to left center, going back, and that is gone. Another home run. 7-0. You gotta take this guy out. You gotta take this guy out. 7-0. Jeez, is there a 10-run rule? Man. Yeah. Boone's just sitting there like he don't know. God damn, man. All right, so Straw's up. He swings at it. That's left field, but that's going to stay in the park. And then Dominguez makes a catch. 2 down. Jeez. God, man. I need to cross and drink a beer, and I drink a beer today. 2 down. I'm going to put my green screen back behind me. I had it up because it blocked the sun, but now the sun's behind a cloud. I don't need it no more. All right, got Gimenez up, so they have batted around here in the first. And there's a foul on 1. Is Boone sleeping? He's sitting there chewing gum. Boone needs to put the jersey back on. What he needs to do. Here's the 0-1 to Gimenez. That's a strike, 0-2. So Andreas Gimenez, 1 for 1, single and a run scored. That's back. Back earlier in this inning. 0-2 is a grounder to Chisholm. Throws a first. Did they get him? No. Infield single. Inning continues. Inning continues. Man. Blue Jays are just destroying the Yankees. Man. So Sprinter, he's 1 for 1. With a single and a run scored. 7 RBI afternoon yesterday for George. So 1-0 to count. The pitch is a strike, 1-1. So 1-1. Pitch is a strike, 1-2. Man. The Yankees 1 strike away of getting I wouldn't say out of this inning, but because here's a 1-2 to Sprinter. The pitch, that's reached for it, just fouled it away. He needs to wear the jersey. He needs to quit the pullover and wear the jersey. That's what Booney needs to do that. Forgot what number he wore when he played for the Yankees. He hit that home run 22 years ago. And That's probably why he got the job. Here's the 1-2. Swing and a miss. That's strike 3, and the inning is finally over. But Toronto scores 7 runs. They leave 1. We'll go to the second. It's 7-0. The Blue Jays. East. Yeah, these are games in the divisional race that are key. That's going to be it's going to affect tiebreakers and stuff like that. It's going to affect tiebreakers and man. But man, 7-0. All right, man. Have a good night. I hope your night is hope you enjoy your night. I wouldn't watch either. I don't blame you. Yeah, go do your thing. I'll sit here and watch this horrible game for 9 innings. Would hope for a rain delay, but they probably would close the roof. Yeah, the first inning is a problem for him. But he is a rookie, but maybe he'll be best, pitching out of the bullpen to get confidence. But all right, so top of the second inning we go. It's 7-0 Toronto. So 0-1-0 for New York, 7-6-0 for Toronto. So Yankees are going to have to chip away at this deficit. Chisholm batting .240, 14 homers, 36 RBIs. Here comes the pitch from Berrios. That's going to be a foul. 0-1. All right, so 0-1 account. Here to Chisholm. There's a Berrios. Comes set, delivers the pitch. Swing and a miss. 0-2. All right. 0-2 to count. Here to Chisholm. The pitch is a ball 1-2. Gonna miss low. 1-2. Okay. They've had experience with him in the minors. Here's a 1-2. That's foul. Yeah, if you see a pitcher enough times, you kind of know their tendencies. That was an awful, awful inning for the Yankees. Here's the 1-2. Swing and miss. 1 down. As Chisholm goes down on strikes. It's going to bring up. Showing the infield. Oh no, this is the All-Star starters. They're shown. They announced that today. The All-Star game should be coming up soon, isn't it? Like next few weeks. So Goldschmidt up. There's a strike on 1. The All-Star games usually are in the middle of July. So 0-1 coming to Goldschmidt. The pitch is a fair ball down the line in right field. Going to go to the wall. So Goldschmidt's going to get on with a double here in the second. So 2-out double for Paul Goldschmidt. I think Volpe's up next. And the problem with the Yankees is Volpe can't hit LeMahieu can't hit. His car can't hit. But they're going to have Dominguez. He's batting 253. He's a little better hitter. He's a better hitter than Volpe and LeMahieu. He's 1-0. So 253 average, 6 homers, 30 RBIs for Dominguez. That's not going to happen during the season. 3-miss, 1-1. Y'all missed the boat when y'all made the World Series last year. Then they weren't going to fire him. You should have fired him the year before last, but they kept him. And then they went to the World Series. That's when you should have fired him. Here's a 1-1. Here's a strike 1-2. Don't say me. I didn't mind probably the decision maker. Just a 1-2, and it's going to be foul straight back. I like everybody they flinch back behind the home plate, even though they got a net right there, in front of them blocking the ball. They flinch to the side, like, oh, it's going to come get me. I shouldn't say anything. I'd probably do the same thing. Especially if my beer was sitting on the ledge right there. That's 2-2. Probably so. They think him and Cashman were, pivotal parts to the piece of the puzzle. That's why they went to the World Series last year. 2-2 is foul out of play. I'm committed now, Eagle fan. I'm committed to do Yankee games forever. I'm committed. I'm committed for pain. I'm used to my teams causing me pain, so 2-2 pitch. That's strike 3 looking in the outside. I look like a ball, but they call it a strike. That's 2 down. It looked like a ball, but he called it a strike. I was off the plate. If the K zone box was right, then that was well off the plate. But they called it a strike. So Volpe's up. He's batting a cool 225. There's a strike 0-1. Yeah. Volpe's not the answer at shortstop for New York. He can't field. He can't hit. Here's the 0-1. That's a ball, 1-1. So Volpe's batting 113 the last 16 games, 6 for 53. Is that good, 113? I don't know now about baseball because all the analytical nerds might think that's good. Here's a 1-1, and he pops it up. This should be the third out coming on, right fielder, and it's the third out. So the Yankees get a base runner, but they do not score. We'll go bottom 2, 7-0 Blue Jays. So, but Volpe's he can't field, he can't hit, and what does he do? What does he do good? Nothing. LeMahieu's old. LeMahieu needs to go. He's old. I mean, he's not. I mean, he's not in his prime anymore. He's got to go. It happens. People get old. Players get old, and they're not what they once were, and it happens. Down by a touchdown. That's right, Karan. They down by a touchdown. Daniel Jones is going to need a... Oh, wait. Wrong sport. Wrong sport. All right, so bottom two we go, and it's 7-0 Toronto. Roof is open at Rogers Center. The roof is open. So Vladimir Guerrero Jr. at the plate. That pitch is going to be high from Warren. 1-0. So Vlad walked his first time up. Came around and scored. And the 1-0 is going to be a base hit left field. So Toronto's still pounding the ball as Guerrero gets a base hit to left field. Leadoff single for Toronto. So Warren is allowed 6 hits in that first inning. 6 hits in the first inning. Alejandro Kirk at the plate. That's a ball 1-0. That's outway. Outside. 2-run double back in the first for Alejandro. He's also scored a run. Batting .309 on the year. And the 1-0 is foul back, 1-1. One and one. And the 1-1 is going to be off the plate, 2-1. So 2-1 to Kirk. Here comes the 43rd pitch of the... Oh, no, we got... What happened here? Time was called? I can't tell tonight if a time is called or a pitch clock violation. Is it the pitcher didn't stare at the batter? I let him know he's throwing a fastball. So 2-1 to count to Kirk. And the 2-1 is not even close. 3-1. Not even close. 3-1. And it's ball 4. So again, the first 2 batters get on in the bottom of the second, just like the bottom of the first. So Yankees, they're gonna have to go to the bullpen very quickly. Who they're gonna pick? They can't be Mark Leiter. Can't be Leiter. He's already pitched 2 games in a row. Plus he stinks. So another mound visit. Yankees don't have anybody warm up in the bullpen. So Warren's going to have to figure this out. Warren's just going to have to figure this one out, Eagle Fang. So Barger had a 3-run home run. That was with a dead center field. So Yankees. I mean, he's got to work out. They got to work it out. He's got to work it out. It's a strike. 0-1. They're not going to the bullpen. Why waste the bullpen right now? So the game's over with. Let him throw. Let him go until he goes to 100 pitches. I mean, the game is over. Here's the 0-1. That's 1-1. But the problem is he can't throw a strike. That's the problem. Is that he can't even throw a strike consistently enough tonight to get outs, like, in a row. Here's the 1-1. That ball's hit to left center, but this one stays in the park. One down. So runner will tag. No, no tag. No tag. Yeah, you can see Stanton pitch. That's what I want to see. I want to see Mike Stanton pitch. So Ernie Clement in the batter's box. He grounded out back in the first. He was the first out of the game. Like the 5 straight batters had gotten on. Here's a pitch. Here's a ball 1-0. Nightbot. Lost your points. No, poor Nightbot. Poor old Nightbot. I renamed my channel. The memberships. Here's the 010. There's Strike 101. You know how your channel, you know how YouTube has memberships, and you can name them. And I renamed them. I went to ChatGPT and I said, what should I name them? My channel is Goose. It's 2-in-1. And it gave me some ideas. I was like, oh, I like those ideas. I'm gonna change the names. Not that it means anything. But like, I think that's why I'm GooseSports. The membership name should be Goose themed. There's 3-1. So 3-1 here to Clement. So Warren's going to be at 52 pitches after this one. So Warren comes set. And the 3-1. There's a grounder. This could be 2. They'll go to second, to first, and double play. 6-4-3 double play ends the inning. So, hey, all right. So the Yankees get out of it, and it's 7-0. Yankees are dog shit. Yeah, they are dog shit. They're just total. They're worse than the Braves. They're worse than the Braves. Yeah, all you have to do is bet against the Yankees, especially if they play American League East teams. They're not going to win. They're not going to win. I gotta go put this wagon up back under here. Branch is. Alright. I'm back. Yeah, so top of the third, it's 7-0. Man. Listen to the Braves. Yeah, tomorrow you should call what you got? You said you call him the Gypsy. You should call him and bet against the Yankees tomorrow. All right, so DJ LeMahieu comes to the plate, batting .250 on the year. Although he had a good, I think he got like 2 hits yesterday. And that loss, 2 homers and 11 RBIs on the season for the ex-LSU star. And the pitch is a ball 1-0. 1-0 to the count here to LeMahieu. And the 1-0 is a Ground ball to first. Toss the pitcher covering, and one down. Oh, you cooking your July 4th dinner? Let's see. Let me go look at it. See what it looks like. So Ben Rice up. Oh wow, okay. Nice. Okay, I'll be over. I'll pick up Edward. I'll come on over. How about I do? I'll be over. Here's a pitch to Rice. There's a foul and one. That's right. Where's Edward at? Is he? He's still around. All right, so counts 0-1 to Rice. Barrios. Here's a 41st pitch. There's low. 1-1. 1-1 to count here to Ben Rice. 7-0 Toronto. They scored 7 runs in the first inning. It's probably all they'll need. Yankees can't put 7 runs together. Another foul. Yankees can't string together 7 runs unless they hit home runs. The roster is just so offensively flawed because they just can't get hits. They can't string together 3 or 4 hits in a row. That's down low. And did he go around? No. 2-2. So 2-2 to count to Rice. And the pitch is popped out of play, stays 2-2. So 2-2 to count to Rice. And the pitch is fouled. It's going to stay 2-2. They got Judge on deck for New York. Ducks line up. Ducks. Flying overhead. 2-2 pitch coming to Rice. And the pitch is popped up third base side and drifting out in the grass. And there's 2 down. 2 down here in the top of the third. Now Judge comes to the plate. So Aaron Judge comes to the plate. Judge is 0 for 1. Braves are down 2-0 to the Los Angeles Angels. Blue Jays are 21-10 the last 31 games. They're peaking at this time. They're peaking. As if the Judge go around, they're gonna say no, 1-0. Blue Jays are peaking. Yankees are not peaking. Here comes a 1-0 to Judge. That's 2-0. So 2-0 to Judge here in the top of the third inning. "2-0 is fouled. Be 2-1. So Barrios had stepped off the rubber. Judge back at the batter's box. Barrios back on the mound. And we're ready to go. Here comes 2-1 to the plate. 2-1 pitch is low. Low and away, 3-1. Low and away, 3-1. So 3-1 pitch to Judge. That's going to be a base hit. Back up the middle. So 2-out single for a Judge. It's going to bring up Cody Bellinger to the plate. So Bellinger will step to the box. 2 down here in the third. All right. Here comes a pitch to Bellinger. He bunts it, but it's going to be foul. 0-1. They got Cody Bellinger bunting. He singled back in the first inning. So 0-1 to count. Here comes the 0-1. That ball's lifted up in the air. Left field. And making the catch for the third out. As Snyder with the catch. It left, so we'll go to the bottom of the third. It's still 7-0 Toronto. What's up, man? Oh, he did? He did commit. Cool. I gotta make a video of that in a minute. Like a short. Thank you for telling me that. I know commitments don't mean shit nowadays about but I think he's from Florida. So, I mean, it's going to be like I don't know. I mean, this is July, man, and December is when signing day is, so maybe one of these days when they sign. I mean, I don't know. Hope they can just sign, and it's done. Not a verbal commitment, which means jack shit. But just do away with the damn verbal commitments, and make it a way where if they commit, then they have to sign an NIL contract or whatever, and they're bound for a year. But I don't know. That way, you can get excited about recruiting again. Because nowadays, okay, somebody recruits, so gives you a verbal commitment. You're like, okay. All right, okay. You know, I mean, all right. So we got bottom of the third inning. We go 7th in Toronto as Wagner at the plate. He walked back in the first. I mean, Bryce Underwood was committed for a year. There's a strike 1-1, and then he goes in the last minute. He commits to Michigan, which I know. I mean, I kept saying in the back of my mind, he's not going to keep. This isn't going to stick. Swing and miss, 1-2. It's like, why is a guy from Michigan coming here? I kept saying to myself, why is a guy from Michigan coming? We don't get players from Michigan. Here's a 1-2. That's 2-2. That's Brian Kelly trying to recruit that area. 2-2 pitch. That's foul back. That's Kelly thinking that we're Notre Dame and he can recruit that area and maybe he'll come here. So 2-2 to count to Wagner, who walked. Spurs him up. That's fouled out of play. 2-2. Trenton Hinder, 5-star. Hopefully he sticks. Hopefully Trenton Henderson sticks for LSU, but I ain't holding my breath. 2-2 pitch is going to miss. Be 3-2. 3-2 here to Wagner. And here comes 3-2. That's popped up out of play. It'll stay 3-2. So Will Warren comes set. 3-2 pitch. Broken bat. And going to be a base hit to left field. And he's going for 2. And he's going to be in there. And broke his bat and he gets a double. Broke his bat and he gets a double. And it's not the Yankees' night. But, I mean, we have some success with Florida players coming here. But not people from, the Midwest. That part of the country. So Davis Schneider at the plate. Had a two-run home run back in the first. And the pitch is a ball, 1-out. Yeah, if this guy was if he was from California, or I'd be like, we're not keeping him. Here's a 1-0. It's a strike, 1-1. But if he's from Florida, we got a chance of keeping him, because we've had success at keeping guys from that state to LSU, getting guys from that state. But California ain't coming here. Here's a 1-1. That's 2-1. Two-one pitch is going to miss outside. 3-1. This guy can't throw a strike, man. This guy can't throw a strike. Yeah, ESPN just put it out. Here's a fly ball center field, but Bellinger's there. 1 down. Yeah, ESPN just put out a notice about that guy Henderson. So Miles Straw is 0 for 1 with a fly out back in the first inning. Here comes the pitch to Straw. Going to be up and in. 1-0. So runner at second, 1 out. Bottom of the third inning, 7-0 Blue Jays. It's Warren at 66 pitches. The 1-0 and a strike. 1-1. The 1-1. Swing and a miss. 1-2. So 1-2 to count. And pitch is a swing and a miss. 2 down. 2 down here in the third. Here comes the pitch to Gimenez. That's going to be outside. 1-0. Here's a 1-0. Swing and miss. 1-1. And the 1-1 is a ground ball. It's going to go off the pitcher's glove into right field. And now the one is going to come home. It is, and he's safe at home. Man. So Wagner scored his 8-0. Boy, that's just unlucky for the Yankees. Yankees just need to like pitch judge rest of this game. So 9 hits allowed by Will Warren tonight. That was off his glove. It just took a bad angle. Otherwise, it probably would have been a ground out from 4-3. But Sprinter at the plate. The pitch is a ball, 1-0. And the 1-0 to Sprinter is a strike, 1-1. Here's the 1-1. Here's a strike. 1-2. And here's a swing and miss. That's strike 3. And the side is retired, and the inning is over. But the Blue Jays get another run, and it's now 8-0 as they're going to the top of the 4th inning. Right back. Nothing. There we go. I had the mic muted. There we go. The mic muted. The wrong button. I'm like the Yankees. I'm stuck in there. I'm stuck in that. Man, Yankees stink, man. They stink, man. I look, you stink, man. What's up? Yeah, 8-0, man. Yeah, Yankees. Warren can't pitch today. All right. So Stanton at the plate. And let's see. First pitch is going to be a ball, 1-0. So Barrios comes set. And the 1-0 is a ground ball to third. And there's one down. That's easy. Imagine a comeback. Yeah, I don't think that's going to happen, but I don't think the Yankees. I don't think the Yankees can put in that many hits together to do that. All right, we're gonna have Chisholm up. He's over 1. There's a ball, 1-0. What's up, Mario? Yeah, it's a tough, tough game, man, so far for the Yankees. Here's the 1-0 to Chisholm's gonna miss. 2-0. Yeah, I didn't jinx him. Good. I'm glad. I'm glad that wasn't me. Hit 2-0. It's a strike. 2-1. 2-1. Yeah, Warren had a rough start today. 7 runs in the first inning. Here's the 2-1. That's gonna be a ball. 3-1. 3-1. 3-1 pitch is swung on. That's gonna be right field, but I mean right at him. 2 down. Right at him. 2 down. But I don't think the Yankees. I mean, they had nobody warm up in their bullpen. But who are you gonna bring in? I mean, Leiter sucks. So Goldschmidt at the plate. And the pitch is a foul back. 0-1. Yeah. Here's the 0-1. And it's going to be another strike. 0-2 to Goldschmidt. And the 0-2 is, did he go around? No. Say 1-2. He said, Clayton Beater? I thought I saw his name, like, on the bullpen list. Here's the 1-2. And Goldschmidt pops it up. Left field. And 3 guys are there. And Schneider makes a catch for the 3rd out. So the Yankees go in order 1, 2, 3. So we'll go to the bottom of the 4th. So now it's 8-0. Damn. I thought I saw him, on the list of available guys out of the bullpen, but 8-0, man, jeez. All right. Doing something real quick. Ugh. Come on, computer. Do what I want you to do. Oh, name that Yankee. Played for the Blue Jays and the Yankees. Huh. All right, so Vladimir Guerrero Jr. at the plate. We're in the bottom of the fourth inning. There's Warren still out there. And the 1-0 is going to be a ground ball to third. And there's one on through, one down. So one down here in the bottom of the fourth. Oh, you doing the name that Yankee? That it is? So one down, we're going to have Alejandro Kirk at the plate. Let's see what's the outside. There it is. There's a pitch, going to be low. 1-0. Yeah, I'm very. I knew they had Roger Clemens on the other day. I knew that one. Here's the 1-0, and the ball's hit foul. Most times I don't know him. Yeah, that's probably what Boone's thinking, that this game is over with. There's really no reason to waste your bullpen. It's probably what Boone's thinking, which is not a horrible idea. Here's a 1-1. That's 2-1. But you know what I mean? You play tomorrow, you play Friday, so I guess you see how far he can go in this game. The ball's fouled out of play. 2-2. So Warren's going to be at 83 pitches after this one. 2-2 pitch is going to miss. 3-2. Three-two pitch is going to be hit to left center, and that's going to be caught as Dominguez catches up with it. 2 down. Well, look like that bite dropped down, but Dominguez makes the catch. 2 down. Yeah, there's too many runs. Yankees can't string together enough hits to win this game. They have Barger up. He had a 3-run home run back in the first inning. Then went to dead center. Here comes the 1-0. There's a strike. 1-1. And the 1-1. It's going to miss outside. 2-1. Here comes the 2-1. That's low. 3-1. Yeah, Warren's kind of settled down a little bit, but usually the first inning that's his bad one. 3-1 pitch is a strike. 3-2. There comes 3-2 to Barger. And Warren delivers a pitch. That's ball 4. Ball 4. Hey, still to settle down. What's up, MJC? Let's get this party started. Oh, man, you saw that cringe video? No, it's just, man, I don't know. All right, so Ernie Clement at the plate. He grinded out, and well, he grinded out twice. 0 for 2. That ball's going to miss outside, 1-0. He hit into a double play, or grounded into a double play. Then he had another ground out. Now the Yankees are starting to get activity in the bullpen. Got to take it off their jackets. The 1-0 is 2-0. Vanilla Ice released Ice Ice Baby back 35 years ago. Wow. Man. 2-0 pitch coming to Clement. Here's a grounder to Chisholm. Well, after the first, going to one hop and get away, go away from Goldschmidt, and runners are going to move up. Jeez, God, man. So second and third now for for Toronto. Excuse me, for Toronto. Jeez, man. What did the Yankees do in June? They just quit. How did they just? Did they watch Bad News Bears all month? So Wagner at the plate for Toronto. Second and third, 2 down. And Warren delivers a pitch. That's going to be a strike. 0-1. There is none. There's one tomorrow. I'm doing that when Winnipeg plays Calgary. Here's the 0-1. That's 1-1. But yeah, there is no CFL game tonight. There is no Canadian foosball. That's a 1-1 here to Wagner. The pitch coming to the plate. That's going to be 2-1. It's low and in. 2-1. So 2-1 coming to Wagner. The pitch is a strike. 2-2. I changed Eagle fan. I changed the names of my membership levels. I used to have Pelicans, LSU Saints. I renamed them. I went to Chat GPT and I told them my channel name. I said I want something Goose themed, and it gave me some ideas. I was like, oh, hey, that sounds a whole lot better. So I changed. Not that it means anything. I just try to talk about something else besides this horrible game. 3-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. There's strike 3. And the bottom of the fourth is over with. So we'll go to the fifth. It's 8-0 Toronto. Oh. Can the Yankees get a run? That's the question. George Costanza. I want that. I'm gonna hopefully. I want that bobblehead, man. Whenever the bobblehead night at Yankee Stadium, when they do bobblehead night and they have George Costanza, man, I want that bobblehead, man. Right back. Kevin James. All right. We're in the top of the fifth. We have Dominguez at the plate. Here comes the pitch. That's in the dirt, 1-0. Jason Dominguez struck out back in the second inning. He's 0 for 1. Here comes the 66 pitch for Berrios. The 1-0 is fouled back on the play, 1-1. When are they? Do you know when they're having that? Eagle Fang, when the Yankees are doing that George Costanza bobblehead night, when he's sleeping underneath the desk. Man, I can't believe they haven't done that yet. Like, I mean, that show aired like with a ground ball, base hit in the left field. So leadoff single for Dominguez in the fifth. I mean that show that was like 90. August 21st, okay. Versus the Red Sox. That episode aired almost 30 years ago. And they haven't thought about that yet, ever? So Volpe's up, he's 0 for 1. There's a ground ball. Foul. First 18,000 fans that show up will get it for free. Man. There's going to be a line to get in that ballpark for that thing. Here's the 0-1 to Volpe. That's going to be a base hit center field. So 2-on, nobody out for Yankees here in the fifth. As Volpe gets a single, now LeMahieu comes to play. The comeback starts now. Well, they gotta get one run. So Mayhew grounded out back in the third inning. Yeah, I think that's going to be a hot, popular item. Bobblehead night for the George Costanza bobblehead. I think they're playing the Red Sox, so there's going to be people there. It's not like they're playing the Marlins on a Monday night. The White Sox on the Monday night. So they're playing the Red Sox, so it's going to be a hot item for somebody. LeMahieu takes it for a ball, 1-0. 3-1 bomb coming up for LeMahieu. Well, it would be shocking if LeMahieu gets a home run. Here's the 1-0. And it's 2-0. All right, so 2-0 to count to DJ LeMahieu. The 2-0 is going to be a base hit, center field. Let's see if they send a runner home, and they will, and he will score. So RBI single for the LeMahieu. It's now 8-1. There we go. There's one. There's one run. You need 7 more. Now we need a 7-run bomb. Yeah, need a 7-run bomb here from who's batting here? Who's batting first? Forgot. It's Rice. That's right, Ben Rice. Why is he batting first? So Ben Rice at the plate. There's nobody out. 2 on. 8-1 down. Dairy Queen. Download the Dairy Queen app. Can they deliver a blizzard? Yeah, by the time they deliver it, it'll be freaking, melted. Here's a pitch to Rice. And there's a strike going one. Yeah, they're hiring Mike Brown as their coach. They fired Thibodeau for Mike Brown. That's dumb. Here's the 0-1. He went around 0-2. That's just dumb, man. Yeah, NBA coaches, they like a revolving door. Even NFL coaches, you get fired because you can't coach, but you get hired again and again and again and again. Like, what do they think? What do they think's going to change? If you're a bad coach, you're a bad coach. Here's the 0-2 to Rice, and that's going to be hit to right field for another base hit. This is going to score another run. It's now going to be 8-2 as Volpe will head home. Man, here we go, man. First and third now. So Ben Rice gets an RBI single. Now we got Judge coming to the plate. All right, so Aaron Judge comes to the plate with 2 on and nobody out. Here comes the pitch. And that ball swung on. Center field going back, and that is off the wall. So 1 run will score. As going to be it's a 4. It was 3. It's 8-3. It's 8-3. Only 1 run scored. Only 1 run scored on that hit. Man. Now you're gonna have what, Stanton up? Stanton hasn't hit anything all year. Yeah, Stanton hasn't hit shit all year. So it's now 8-3. And we got, I'm sorry. It's Bellinger, not Stanton. Pardon me. It's Bellinger up. Pardon me. It's Bellinger up, not Stanton. So it's Bellinger due up. He's 1 for 2. Stanton must be. I think Stanton's after Bellinger. Here comes the pitch to Bellinger. He swings at it. Must be foul. 0-1. Yeah, his contract is trash. Little is warming up for Toronto. So 0-1 to Bellinger. First and second, nobody out. The pitch is going to be another base hit. No. Left fielder makes a catch. Runner will tag and no, they don't tag? Wow. The runner didn't tag there? I think they missed opportunity. They didn't tag. There's 1 down. Oh, yeah. Rice. Oh, Rice. Right. Rice is dumb. Bad base running by Rice. He was too far down the line. We got back. It was too late. Now Stanton at the plate. Here comes the pitch. And that's going to be foul back 0-1. Jeez. That was a mistake by Rice. So Stanton 0 for 2 on the evening. And the 0-1 is going to be grounded, but it's going to be foul. 0-2. That was a missed opportunity to maybe get a run by the Yankees. But Ben Rice was too far down the line. They had to go back. And by that time, there's no way he could tag in. And the 0-2 pitch. That's upstairs, 1-2. Even in a good inning, the Yankees found a way to mock baseball with their 4 base runner. Yeah. Some teams find a way to have some bad errors on the pass. That's 2-2 on the base pass. Chisholm on deck for New York. You better hope Stanton or Chisholm gets a hit. After that, you got freaking Volpe. He ain't gonna get in front. He already got 1 hit this game. 2-2 pitch. Stanton swings at it. That's hit well back, and that is gone. Home run. 3-run home run for Stanton, his first of the year. It's now 8-6. Look at that. As Stanton gets his first home run of the year. Man. I saw his first. I'm gonna drink a beer for that. All right, so Stanton hits his first homer of the year. So they get that run that they should have had. They score that run anyway. That should have been a sac fly, but now he comes home on the home run. So Chisholm at the plate. I think they chased Barrios. Eagle Fang. Look at it, man. You show up Eagle Fang, and you change the momentum of the game. Yeah, see me. Oh, you mentioned George Costanza. Is that what it is? That's what it is. You mentioned Costanza. And that changed the game. Hey, well, now it's a 2-run game. Now the Yankees need to. Well, they're gonna fuck it up. Watch. They're gonna fuck this up, Eagle Fang. They're gonna fuck it up. So it's now 8-6 here in the top of the 5th. Yeah, you put that in your Discord? Put that in your Discord? So Stanton gets his first homer of the year. How many games has he played? Eagle Fang. How many games has he played since he's came back from the IL? And this is his first home run. I saw his first RBI. Now I saw his first home run. So Chisholm at the plate, Little on the mound for Toronto. There's a ball, 1-0. Honestly, can't remember. Neither can I. Remember what? 15 games maybe? 20 games maybe? I don't know. Here's a pitch to Chisholm. Swing to miss. 1-1. So 1-1 to count here to Chisholm. As Little comes set and delivers. That's low. 2-1. The Maple Leaf Blue Jays blow this game. Yeah, that'd be alarming. 2-1. That's Three and one. That wasn't even any close. So 3-1. We got Hamilton warming up in the Yankees bullpen. I would take Warren out now. 3-1. That's a foul. 3-2. I'd take Will Warren out right now. Your offense has got you back in this game somewhat. Yankees are 0-20 in deficits of 3 runs or more this year. They're 0-20. They haven't come back from 3 runs or more. They've been down. They never come back once yet. That's pathetic. You can't come back from a 3-run deficit. That's horrible. So I chase that one 2 down. That's awful, Eagle fan. How do you not come back once from a 3 or either a man? That's awful. That's how bad the Yankees offense is at times. So Goldschmidt at the plate. He's 1 for 2 with a double. And the pitch is a ball low, 1-0. Easy answer. Oh, okay. And that's going to miss. Another pitcher's going to miss 2-0. When's the All-Star game, Eagle fan? It's got to be like July. It's got to be come middle of July, right? And here comes the 2-0 to Goldschmidt. And it's going to be 3-0. I know it's this month. Hey, have you seen the trailer for The Running Man, the new one? I don't think about that. There's a strike. I don't know what to think about The Running Man, the new movie. So 3-1 coming to Goldschmidt. And the pitch is hit to right field, going back, and that is it was off the wall. Almost made the catch. It's off the wall, and Goldschmidt goes in for a double. Damn. Happy Gilmore Dose. I don't know. I think the Karate Kid Legends looks kind of. I don't know, man. I'm not too sure about that one. I don't have much high hopes for that one. I just don't. Like Brian Kelly. I don't have any faith in Brian Kelly anymore. I don't have any faith in Karate Kid Part 4. Here's the pitch to Dominguez. They'll ground the short. And there's one. Don't tell me he died. Damn. Really? Man, he's been an actor in a lot of movies. He was in Rambo. He's in another Karate Kid. He was not like he was. Wow, he bit one of his coworkers. Almost got arrested. Damn, he's crazy. Guy's fucking crazy. Damn. Playfully. Be right back. Man, that's wild. That's crazy and wild, man. He bit somebody. He said it was playful. Oh, that's messed up, man. All right, if I'm the Yankees, I bring in another pitcher. I don't bring in Will Warren. It's a 2-run game. I go to the bullpen. Let's see how smart Boone is. So 6-10-1 for Yankees, 8-10-0 for Blue Jays. As I think, yeah, they are. Wow. Boone is going to the bullpen. Ian Hamilton in relief. Boone actually got a brain, Eagle Fang. Boone grew a brain. So, I mean, your offense got you back in this game. You might as well go to the bullpen and see what can happen here. So we got Schneider to plate. He's 1 for 2. And the pitch is popped up center field. And Bellinger, does he see it? Now he does. 1 down. He put his hands up in the air at first. I was like, wait a minute, he don't see it. He didn't see it at first. He didn't see it at first. All right, so Miles Straw's 0 for 2. He's struck out. He's also flied out. And the pitch is a strike on 1. And the 0-1 is low, 1-1, low and away, 1-1. Low away, 1-1. And I also figured out a way to put my channel icon. Here's a 1-1. It's a strike 1 and 2. I'm like, why don't I have that? That's a channel emoji. Why don't I have that? I was like, I'm freaking an idiot. All right, so 1 and 2 to count to Straw. Hamilton comes set to pitch. And it's 2 and 2. 2 and 2. So if you're a channel member, maybe you can get the Yankees emoji. I still have the Yankees, but I never got rid of it. 2-2 pitch. That's the strike. 3 looking. 2 down. 2 down here in the 5th. Okay, so we got. Here's a pitch. Maybe a swing and miss. Jimenez is 3 for 3 on the day. It's 3 singles for running an RBI. The 0-1. It's in the dirt, 1-1. Jimenez batting leadoff today for Toronto. Got on in the top of the 1st inning. And got the game started with the first run scored. So 1-1 account as Hamilton delivers a pitch. And it's in the dirt. 2-1. So 2-1 account here. Jimenez, the pitch is hit out of play. 2-2. So 2-2 to count. And the pitch is hit foul. Gonna stay 2-2. All right, so Hamilton comes set, and the 2-2 pitch is popped up and along the infield, and Chisholm calls him off, makes the catch for the third out. So we'll go to the 6th, and it's 8-6 Toronto. Yankees will win, says Chase. Well, they put themselves in a better position to win. It sure didn't look like it when it was 8-0, but they put themselves in the position. So we'll see what happens. Yankees will win, says Chase. Yeah, well, he should have got fired a few years ago. But they went to the World Series last year, which shouldn't mean anything. But he should have got fired. He should have got fired like 2 years ago. No, the year before they made the World Series, he should have got fired that year. But they weren't going to fire him after making the World Series. But they can sure fire him this year if they miss the playoffs. So. All right, so we'll go to the top of the 6th inning. 8-6 Toronto. We got Volpe up. Pitch is going to be a strike, 0-1. Knicks fired Thibodeau. What's keeping the Yankees firing Boone? George isn't here no more. Here's the 0-1. That's going to be outside, 1-1. Yeah. So 1-1 to Volpe, and the pitch is 2-1. Yeah, I think Mike Brown is getting hired by the Knicks. So 2-1 coming to Volpe. Little comes set. And the 2-1 is hit to center field, but going to be caught. 1 down. So 1 down, and now, let's see, we got the LeMahieu. Yankees they pounded the baseball last inning. Scored 6 runs. And 6 runs and 7 hits in the 5th inning. So it is LeMahieu. He's 1 for 2. That's going to be low and in, 1-0. So DJ LeMahieu had a single back in the 5th and scored a run. He's 1 for 2. The 1-0 is a strike, 1-1. Yeah. Call back in. I got the door closed. So 2-1 to LeMahieu. 2-1 pitch is 3-1. They won't be good this year. This year they're not going to be good. But maybe in 2 or 3 years they might be. 3-1 pitch is a strike. 3-2. I'm gonna make some food. Okay, I want a what I want. I want a medium rare fillet. 3-2 pitch. And it's ball 4. So LeMahieu's gonna get on base again. Hold on. Hey, come here. Okay. Turn the fan off so you can hear it. So 1-0 count here to Rice. And the pitch is a strike, 1-1. You hear it? This band and all kind of stuff. They're doing somebody's getting. Here's a 1-1. That's 2-1. Yeah. 2-1. So 2-1 hit to Rice. With that runner at first, 1 down. And the 2-1 is swung on. That's going to hit to right center field, going back, and that is off the wall. That's off the wall. And let's see if they send a runner home from. No, they don't. They're going to hold LeMahieu at third. As Rice doubles off the wall in center field. Man, the Yankees have come alive here. Yankees offense have come alive. Man, if LeMahieu had any kind of speed, he scores there. Oh, they're going to walk Judge. They're going to walk Judge for Bellinger. So Bellinger at the plate is strike 0-1. So now there's a force at every base. So Little going to come set. And now time is called. Time is called. Here comes the 0-1. And it's going to be fouled. 0-2. 0-2 here to Bellinger. And so 0-2 to count here to Bellinger, who singled back in the first inning. Here comes the 0-2. 0-2 pitch. It's in the dirt. 1-2. So got bases loaded, 1 out for the Yankees here in the 6th. 1-2 to count. Stanton's on deck. Homered his last time up. 1-2 is reaches for it, and it's going to be a ground ball. It could be 2. They'll go to second to first, safe at first. So LeMahieu will score, but man, look, Bellinger almost hit into the double play ball. 8-7. I don't know why he even reached for that ball, honestly. Yankees are very fortunate that Bellinger ran hard down the line and beat it out. That's when it's now 8-7, and now we're going to have another pitching change. So Little's going to exit, and we're going to have Rodriguez will pitch to Stanton and come back. So we'll be right back. Wait, come in. Come on. That's fine. Stay outside. Alrighty, so Stanton going to come to the plate. New pitcher on for Toronto is Rodriguez. We got first and third. 2 down. As Uriel has an ERA of 2.81, 38 Ks, 13 walks. Has an ERA of 1.32 the last 21 games. So Stanton's 1 for 3 with a 3-run homer back in the 5th. Hey! Be quiet. Here comes pitch to Stanton. And it's going to be a ball, 1-0. Inside, 1-0. So 1-0 count here, Stanton. 8-7 now. So Rodriguez coming set. And the 1-0 is swinging a foul ball, 1-1. Why did he chase? That pitch was outside. Stanton needs a longer bat if he's going to do something like that. He needs to get a longer bat. So 1-1 here to Stanton. Count. 2 down and 2 on, 8-7 Toronto. Here comes the 1-1. Runner goes, and he's going to be safe at second. So Bellinger will steal second. And the count, I believe, is 2-1 to Stanton. Man. Bellinger is in there safely at second. And now we got a player down for Toronto. They're checking him out. I got my dog inside. All right, back again. I told you, come back. Yeah, you did. You must have You must have got in your DeLorean with Doc Brown and Marty McFly. Good call. Good call. I wasn't betting on that. So 2-1 to count to Stanton. Runner now at second and third. Still 2 down. And here comes the 2-1. And it's going to be 3-1. Boy, he wanted it. Umpire almost called on a strike. They're closing the roof. They're closing the roof up. So 3-1 is 3-1 count to Stanton. And the pitch. And it's going to be popped up right field. And that's going to stay in the park. And that's going to make the third out. So the Yankees do get another run. They draw a little bit closer. So it's now 8-7 going to the bottom of the sixth. Wow, the Yankees were plus 1750 at one point. Wow, that's I still wouldn't have touched it though. I mean, I was like, man, even for $5, I wouldn't have touched it. But I just didn't see the Blue Jays blowing a 8-run lead. But they still haven't blown it yet. But it's a game now. It is a game now, so it's 8-7. It is a game now, so which is kind of cool though. Nobody wants to see blowouts and stuff like that. We want to see blowouts. Yeah, man. Let's see. Alrighty. Highest scoring game on the slate so far. Yeah, I would imagine so. So they're closing the roof up. They're closing the roof up there in Toronto. Don't know if there's like rain, scheduled in the forecast. They're getting ahead of it just in case. So George Springer at the plate. He is 1 for 3. Well, yesterday he had a day with 7 RBIs by himself. So Hamilton on for his second inning of work for New York. Here comes the pitch. They ball 1 and out. So Hamilton. There's a 1-0. That's going to be a base hit right field. So Springer, it sounds like a broken bat too. And Springer goes the other way to right field for a leadoff single. That's going to bring up Vladimir Guerrero Jr. to the plate. Not like a broken bat a little bit. Sounded like a broken bat, but not sure. Hill is warming up for New York. So Vladimir at the plate. And the pitch is a strike, 0-1. So Vladimir Guerrero is 1 for 2 to walk, a single, and scored a run. And the 0-1 is a ground ball. This could be 2. They'll go to second, to first, and double play. 6, 4, 3, 2 down. 2 down. So Hamilton gets the 6, 4, 3 double play. Just like that, the bases are empty, and they're going to have to face Alejandro Kirk, who's 1 for 2 with a RBI, an RBI double back in the first. I think it was two RBI, 2 RBI double. Here comes a pitch from Hamilton. That's 1-0. So he walked, scored a run, has 2 RBIs, singled, and the 1-0 is fouled back. 1-1. 1-1. As a fan getting excited at the Braves game. Oh, because Ronald Acuna Jr. at the plate. All right, so 1-1 here to Kirk. And the pitch is 2-1. Two and 1. And the 2-1 pitch is going to be low. 3-1. 3-1. So Hamilton will come set. And 3-1 is ball 4. Just missed high, ball 4. That's going to bring Barger to the plate. He's 1 for 2 for Toronto tonight. This might be Barger might not be facing Hamilton. He's not, as they're going to the bullpen. They're going to Hill. So the Yankees are going. They're calling to the bullpen as Hill will come in to pitch to Barger. Go fill up my water. Oh, Jesse Barfield was named that Yankee. I remember him. I remember Jesse. I think we'll have one of his baseball cards. He had a really good arm in right field. Played for some really bad Yankee teams. He had a really good arm in right field, but he played for some bad Yankee teams back in the early 90s. All right, here comes a pitch to Barger, and he's going to foul that one. 0-1. So Tim Hill on the mound, ERA of 2.45. He has 19 strikeouts, 11 walks, and 36 and 2/3 innings of work. Opponents are hitting 209 off him. The 0-1 is fouled. 0-2 to Barger. The Barters batting 235 against lefties this season. That's why Hill's in. And the 0-2 is going to be a swing and a miss. That's strike 3. That's going to end the 6th inning. So we'll go to the 7th, and it's 8-7 Toronto. Hey, move the stuff over here. Top of the 7th inning. All right. All right. So we're going to the top of the 7th inning. Now 8-7 Blue Jays. Blue Jays scored the game's first 8 runs. The Yankees have scored the last 7. So somebody's getting something done in their house. Something's going on. It's been going on all day. Is there any Aussie football on tonight? But there is at 4:30 a.m. We got North Melbourne and the Western Bulldogs. 4:30 in the morning. All right, so Chisholm comes to the plate. So Chisholm comes up to the plate here. And the pitch is a ball 1-0. What's up, Andrew? How you doing today, man? Oh, and the Aussie football, it's a bad team versus a good team. Here's the 1-0. And there's a foul back. Yeah, so it comes on. So the game tonight comes on at 4:30 my time, 4:30 a.m. So if I want to watch it, I'm gonna have to wake up. All right, so 1-1 here to Chisholm. That's a swing and a miss. 1-2. Yeah, really good team and a really bad team. Yeah, sometimes when I turn it on and it's like a really lopsided score. I'm like, oh, man. So this must be a bad team because I don't know. I know really nothing about like the teams, like how good they are. I don't know the players. I like the concept of the sport. Here's the 1-2. Have no idea how to call it. I watch guys call it on YouTube. I'm subscribed to some of them. Where you from, mate? I'm from the States. Oh man. Time is over there. I'm like, oh, I'm like 2 a.m. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Chisholm. And the pitch is fouled. Stays 2-2. Yeah, at least it's a entertaining game after the dismal start. 18, yeah, I know about that. I think I know about the playoffs, like the top 8 makes the playoffs, but like who the teams are, who the best players are. Yeah, that I have no idea. And Aussie, we're talking about Aussie football, Eagle fan. You ever watch Aussie football? Really early in the morning. That's 3-2. I just find it funny. I just find it very interesting sport. I like it. And sometimes they have Australian rules football. That's ball 4. Australian rules football. And sometimes they have NRL rugby on as well, and that's pretty cool too. That's from Australia also. So Goldschmidt up. Here's a pitch. Here's a strike on 1. I thought about calling that Aussie football, but man, I wouldn't know how to call it. I mean, because they kick the ball, they kind of flick it. I mean, I think a mark is when you catch it inside the little circle. I think that's a mark. And then you got a goal, then you got behind. I know what that is. But the players is the problem with me. I wouldn't know, like, who the fuck's that? I'd have to like really write down the names and I have to do some homework about like who really starts for teams and shit like that. Here's a swing to miss, 0-2 to Goldschmidt. But yeah, I found actually NRL rugby before that Aussie football years ago. I found it on FS2 and FS1. That's 1 and 2. But there's several guys that call on YouTube. Australian rules football. I haven't checked NRL rugby. I need to check that. The 1-2 pitch is 2-2. Yeah, I don't know how their announcers do it. No, it's not like baseball. Okay, Rodriguez is pitching to Goldschmidt. It's easy. American football is easy. There's a strike 3 looking. If Goldschmidt strikes out looking, 1 down. Swing the bat, dude. American football's easy, the way it's played. Only one person has the football every on a, Then they, so it's a little different. It doesn't change hands like Australian football. And Dominguez takes it for a ball, 1-0. So 1-0 to Dominguez. The pitch is 2-0. What's up, E Mario? Have you been watching? Did you give up on them? Because it's been a good comeback for them, for the Yankees. 2-0 pitch is gonna be a base hit, right field. And Dominguez singles to right. Now they got 2 on and 1 out for Volpe. Oh man, not Volpe. Not Volpe, man. Now you got Volpe and LeMahieu. Oh, it's on Prime. Okay, that's right. It's on Prime. I just now noticed that the Prime thing in the screen. Volpe. You got Volpe and LeMahieu. So Volpe's 1 for 3. Here's a pitch. That's a strike. Right about the knees, 0-1. But it's 0-1 to Volpe. And the 0-1. That's a ground ball. It could be double play. It is. Double play. 4-6-3 double play. You called it, Eagle Fang. You called it. 4-6-3 double play. That dude, Volpe's garbage, man. He's garbage. He can't hit and he can't field. Why is he on the team? He can't hit and he can't field. He can't do anything. What can he do? Nothing. I mean, he's getting worse than LeMahieu. I mean, he's just as bad as LeMahieu. But LeMahieu's been on base twice today. He's gotten a hit. He scored a run. He also walked. So the last two games, LeMahieu's actually gotten some. He's gotten on base, but yeah, I don't know about that, Mario. That guy Mike Brown's been fired everywhere he's been. I don't know how these coaches get hired and rehired, fired, rehired, fired, rehired, fired, rehired. I mean, there's nobody else in the college ranks. They could have went and got a young coach. What about the Florida coach? Just won the national championship. What about Will Wade? I know he just got hired by NC State, but this is the NBA calling. It's different. I don't know. Well, why do these professional leagues just hire retreads all the time? Well, this things are going to be different this time. It's like going back to your ex, you know. Oh, things are going to be different this time. And then you get back with your ex and you find out, man, fuck, no wonder why we broke up. Yeah, I've been guilty of that. So I've been guilty of that. You know, thinking things are going to be different. You know, they're going to be different. And then you get back together and you're like, what was I thinking? All right, got Hill still on the mound here for New York. Going to face Clements, 6, 7, and 8 here in the lineup in the bottom of the seventh inning. 8-7 Toronto. So here comes the pitch. There's a woo off the pitcher, and got to hurry to first, and they just got him one down. Man, off a Hill. So man, one down. Yeah, Volpe's doesn't do anything, man. No, I saw. I mean, I saw he's batting like 116 or some shit like that. The last, you know, I don't know how many at bats, but it's a lot. I mean, and he has like the second most errors in as a shortstop. So we got Wagner up. That's a strike on one. No, they're not checking on Hill. No, they did not come out. Here's the 0-1. That's fouled. 0-2. But so 0-2 here to Wagner, and the pitch is a broken bat, and it's gonna go foul. Good job letting it go foul, because he probably would have beaten that out. Is there anybody in your minor league system that has any kind of promise as a shortstop? Because Volpe, he don't have. I mean, Bad Dog made a video a few weeks ago about Volpe. He says Volpe he's not it. He can't hit. He can't field. He brings nothing to the team. I mean, if he was a really good, if he was a Hall of Fame fielding shortstop, you might put up with his batting. Here's the 0-2. That's foul out of play, but Yankees got the worst farm league now. Huh. Wow, they used to have one of the best. Here's the 0-2. That's strike three looking. 2 down. But, Get that shortstop. Draft that shortstop out of LSU next year. Stephen Milam. He's if Milam's a really good fielding shortstop, if he can transition to the wooden bat, he'll have a good career in the MLB. Here's a fly ball. That's it. Well, that's gonna be gone. Out of there. Snyder hits it off the park. Man, that ball was just kept going and going. It's now 9-7. That's a big run. That's a big run. That's a big run. So Davis Schneider hits one out the park in the right center. It's now 9-7. That's a big run. That's a big run. He crushed that ball. So Straw up. Here comes the pitch. That's a bunt, and it's going to be up in the air, and Chisholm makes the catch for the third out. So they tried to bunt his way on, but it was up in the air, and Chisholm makes the catch for the third out. But Toronto gets another run. Yes, that's a big one. As Davis Snyder goes yard, it's now 9-7 Blue Jays going to the eighth. Man. Going to the eighth. Man. Let's see some here. Go to the Facebook page. It's all this noise, like construction noise. And it's like 8:30 at night. Somebody's got to be on the face. Somebody's got to be on the neighborhood Facebook page complaining about that. Yeah. 30 like events going on, like food trucks that I'm missing. Are you? Am I going to be on for America's birthday? I might. I might. I'm not going to be. I'm not going to do a game. Well, I am. I am. I'm doing the Yankees and the Mets, but I'm not going to. I might. I'm not being on that night. No, I am. I'm doing the Yankees and the Mets because they play at like 2 o'clock my time. They play at 2 o'clock my time. Yeah. So we got Yimi Garcia on the mound for Toronto here in the top of the eighth inning. Where's my events page on my phone? We got Trent Grisham going to pinch hit for LeMahieu. Here comes the pitch. That's going to be a strike. 0-1. All right, 0-1 to count. 0-1 to count here to Grisham. The pitch is 1-1. Yeah, so they're pinch hitting for LeMahieu here in the eighth. The 1-1 is popped up left field, and it's one down. One down here in the eighth. Alrighty, so now we got Ben Rice, who's 2 for 4. And the pitch is a strike, 1-1. So Ben Rice is 2 for 4, a single, a double, a run, and an RBI. He's catcher tonight. He should be catcher all the time. It's 1-1. Other than what is it? Is Kara? Is that the catcher? I'm thinking of the one that had the catcher's interference the other day. That's a ball 2-1. So 2-1 hitter right. 2-1 count the Rice. You have Judge on deck. The 2-1 is 3-1. 3-1 to count here to Rice. The 3-1 pitch is hit foul, 3-2. So 3-2 to count here to Rice. And the pitch is ball 4. Ball 4 now. Judge comes to the plate. They'll probably walk him again. So Judge comes to the plate. He's 2 for 3 with a single, a double, a run scored, and an RBI. And the pitch, and a swing and a miss. 0-1. No, they're gonna pitch to him. They're not gonna walk him again this time. And the 0-1 is gonna be a strike. 0-2. Gonna say Judge went around 0-2. Good. 1 out and 1 on. 0-2 to count the Judge. And the pitch is down low, 1-2. Down low, 1-2. So with his career against Yimi Garcia, Judge is 3 for 12 with no extra base hits, 5 strikeouts. So he does not have success against him. And the 1-2 is going to miss. A little upstairs and outside, 2-2. So 2-2 to Judge here in the top of the 8th. As Garcia comes set in the 2-2. And Judge swings at it. That's hit well, and that might be gone, and it is. Tie game, 9-9. As Judge goes yard, tie game. Man, 31st homer of the year for Judge. Man. Man, 9-9 now. All right, now we got Bellinger up. Here's the one on the Bellinger. That's fouled out of play, 1-1. Man. So 1-1 the Bellinger. The pitch It's a swing and a miss. 1-2. So they pick the judge. He makes him pay. 1-2 pitch. And Bellinger fouls it back. Stays 1-2. So it gets Will Warren off the hook. And the 1-2 is foul back. Again, it's going to stay 1-2. Yankees trailed 8-0 after the first inning. Now it's 9-9. Here's a swing and a miss. 2 down as Bellinger strikes out. Yeah, left fielder just didn't even move on that ball hit the left field. So we got Stanton up. He homered earlier in the game. How they come back? Toronto's pitching sucked. It's not been a pitching game. Here's the 1-0, the Stanton. That's 2-0. Yeah, Judge just hit a home run to tie it. Stanton hit a home run. They had some hits by LeMahieu, Volpe. That got him back in the game early in the game. But both pitching has been horrible. Horrible. You blow an 8-0 lead. Yeah, your pitching's bad. So 3-0 pitch to Stanton. That's ball 4. So Stanton's going to get on. I believe that's going to come up. I believe that's going to be Dominguez to the plate. Yeah, I can't watch the Rangers, man. It sucks. I can't watch the Rangers, nor that I can watch the Astros. I mean, I can in a sense, but I have to watch it on my laptop. You know, with a VPN. Is there a VPN I can install on my Fire TV? Do you know anything? Do you know of a VPN I can install, like a free one or something? I can put it on my Fire TV, and then or Fire Stick, whatever. I mean, I hate freaking blackouts, man. Make no goddamn sense. But I just can't watch a game on my laptop. Daniel probably knows. Oh, Daniel Barry? Okay. I'll have to ask him next time I see him in the chat. We got Chisholm at the plate. I said it was going to be Dominguez. It's Chisholm up. So Chisholm's 0 for 3. So we got 2 down and 1 on in the 8th. 9-9. Here's a pitch. Did he go around? Nope. 1-0. Yeah, they're gonna bring in a pinch runner for Stanton. For sure. That dude can't run. He'll probably get hurt running the bases. Here's a 1-0. That's 2-0. So 2-0 to count here to Chisholm. 0 for 3, walking a 7. 2-0 pitch. It's right down the middle. 2-1. Oh, Austin Wells is pitch running. He actually runs pretty decent. So we got 3 guys that are at 30 home runs: Riley, Judge, and Ohtani. They're the 3 guys that are at over 30 or above on the season with dingers. 2-1 coming to Chisholm. Swing and a miss. 2-2. 2-2. 2-2 coming to Chisholm. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Deuce is wild. The pitch is going to be a base hit. Center field. So we're going to have first and second 2 down. And now we're going to have Goldschmidt to the plate. Yeah, I'm doing Calgary and Winnipeg tomorrow. Canadian football, eh? Yeah. So we got Brule warming up in Toronto's bullpen. So Paul Goldschmidt hitting .342 with runners in scoring position this season. Has 23 RBIs. So the go-ahead run on at second is Wells. There's 2 down. The pitch is a strike. 0-1. Yeah, I'm doing Friday's afternoon game because I'm off on Friday. So I can do because they play during the afternoon. So here's the 0-1 to Goldschmidt. That's off the plate, 1-1. So I can do that. Yeah, that's like 210 for me. That's easy because the fireworks aren't going to start till it gets dark, which is 8 o'clock. Here's a 1-1. That's 2-1. So no, it don't get dark here until about 7:45. I mean, it's 8:52 and it's still. It's still a little bit light. That might be light from somewhere else. That's not sunlight, but 2-1 pitch to Goldschmidt, and it's gonna be a swing and a miss. 2-2. So 2-2 to count. It's Garcia on the mound, Goldschmidt at the plate. 2 runners on, 2 down. 9-9. Our game now. Yankees have come back and tied it up. The pitch is going to be a ground ball. That's going to retire the side. So they'll go 4-3, and we'll go to the bottom of the 8th. But it's 9-9 as Judge hits a 2-run home run that ties it up. So that gets Will Warren off the hook. And we'll go to the bottom of the 8th. Yankees 9, Blue Jays 9. Man. Let me text Sir UGA. Yeah. Yankees stink. Yeah. Yeah, don't have Mark Leader Jr. the second, no, third, yeah. Don't have him coming out on the mound here in the bottom of the 8th. Then you can really say, yeah, they're gonna blow it. Yeah, don't have that. Yeah, anyone but Mark Leiter Jr. I agree with that. Let's see what Booney does here in the 9th inning, because man, it's really nice having a screened-in back porch. You don't have to worry about mosquitoes coming to bite you. And when I walk outside, man, it's like all of a sudden, it's like they coming by you, man. I gotta get me a bug zapper, just because I like hearing the zap. The Yankees scored 6 in the 5th, 1 in the 6th, and 2 in the 8th. Jays have 7 in the 1st, 1 in the 3rd, 1 in the 7th. And we're 9-9 going to the bottom of the 8th inning. So Judge hit a 2-run home run that has tied it up. So let's see who New York puts out on the bullpen. So Grisham goes to center, Peraza at second, Bellinger at first. And we got Williams on the mound. Here comes the pitch to Gimenez. That's a strike on one. So Williams on the mound. Devin Williams does have a 0.93 ERA since June. Total was 4.75, but since June his ERA is 0.93, which is really good. Here's the 0-1. That's gonna be upstairs. That's 1-1. 1-1. So Andres Gimenez is 3 for 4 with 3 singles, a run, and a ribby on the season. And the 1-1 is me foul back. 1-2. I like how people behind home plate, Mario, even though they have that screen, they're like, when the ball goes back at them, I would probably do the same thing. Even though there's a netting right in front of you, your natural instinct is like, oh shit, the ball's coming at me. Here's a 1-2. That's 2-2. I was at a Zephyrs game, which was our AAA team here in New Orleans. I sat behind home plate, and somebody had set their beer on the ledge because I was sitting on the first row. Man, a foul ball came back, hit that fucking cup, man, and spilled beer everywhere. Here's a foul. That was funny. Well, what really wasn't funny, honestly, but it was funny, but it wasn't funny because it was like, man, what are the odds of that? You put a beer right there on the ledge, and a foul ball comes back and hits it right, man, and beer just went flying. At least the beers aren't expensive for a minor league game. Like $5. 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. 1 down. At least it wasn't one of those $14 beers. $5 you can kind of manage. I miss the Zephyrs. I miss going to Zephyrs games. So 1 down. Now we're going to have George Springer, who's been he's had a really good last 2 games so far. 7 RBIs last night. He's 2 for 4 today. Here's a pitch. There's a strike. 1-1. He has 2 singles and he scored a run. Batting .274 on the season. 13 homers, 47 ribbies for Springer. 0-1 is 1-1. Here's a 1-1. That's going to miss. Just off the plate, 2-1. So here comes the 2-1 to Springer. That's 3-1. That was high, 3-1. So Vladimir Guerrero Jr. on deck for Toronto. 3-1 to count the Springer. The pitch is ball 4. Just missed inside, ball 4. So that's Guerrero. We got 1 on and 1 out here in the 8th. One on and 1 out here. Look at the other games they got on. They got Arizona and San Francisco. I'll watch that. So Vladimir's 1 for 3 with a walk, a single, and a run scored. Pitch. Yeah, runner goes, and he's going to steal second. He does. As Springer steals second, as Ben Rice couldn't get the ball out of the glove to throw the ball. That's going to be a stolen base for Springer. So go ahead run on at second base for Toronto here in the 8th. And now, okay, now they're going to walk Guerrero. Okay, now we got 2 on, 1 out. Okay. The Yankees are going to walk Guerrero. Now we're going to have, well, Alejandro Kirk is a good hitter. He's got 2 RBIs today. He had 2 RBIs yesterday. He's kind of been a Yankee killer, as they say. I don't know about walking to face him. Sounds like he's a horrible, batter. But so we got. I get double play, but here's a pitch to Kirk. That's a swan on. That's going to be center field. That's going to hit. That's hit well, and that is at the warning track, man. 2 down. So 2 down, and runners will tag to go to second and third, though. That ball was crushed. That ball was crushed, but stayed in the park. 2 down. Man, so Kirk gave it a ride, so like left center, but it kind of died out there right by the warning track. But Toronto does move the runners up to second and third to face Barger. And now we're going to have a mound visit from the pitching coach. So Barger coming to the plate. It tastes good. So Barger had a 3-run home run that went to dead center way back in the first inning when Toronto scored 7 runs in the first inning. So we got 2 on, 2 out. Here comes the pitch to the plate. It's a wild pitch. It's going to score a run. And Toronto takes the lead. Jeez. But you say that, and the wild pitch just scored a run. Bow down. You say that just as they throw a wild pitch. Change up in the dirt. And Rice did a horrible job getting in front of that ball. He kind of tried to backhand it, which that wasn't going to stop shit. So Toronto now leads 10-9. There's a swung on. That's hit the right field. That might be gone. It's going to be foul. Wow, just foul. Damn. How? Man, he almost hit one out the park. It just went foul. Hey, you jinxed him. Yeah, right. You're supposed to be in front of that. He backhanded it. Here's a 1-1. It's a strike, 1 and 2. He backhanded it. You got it right. You got to move over and anticipate the because you called the pitch. You know what's coming. So you're a catcher. You know what's coming in the dirt. So you got to be over there and block that pitch. I mean, you're the catcher. You called it. That's just bad technique. Bad technique. Here's the 1-2. That's 2 and 2. You jinxed him. Bow down. LSU. I made a short about Trenton Henderson. So 2-2 coming to Barger, the pitch. And it's going to be hit foul to play. But yeah, I've done some research about shorts and YouTube, and they really push shorts a lot over videos. So yeah, you don't make shit like monetize wise on shorts, but unless you get like, 1 million views. 2-2 pitch. That's 3-2, but I don't have boobs, so it don't work out that way. Yeah. You know, have you seen like on YouTube all these girls like just doing videos like of them just like doing nothing, and they have like 800,000 subscribers and they're getting 900,000 views. Like, I'm the wrong gender. 3-2 pitch. That ball hit the right left field for a base hit. Run will score. It's 11-9. You notice that all these girls that have do YouTube shorts and they have like 900,000 subscribers and they do nothing. They just sit there and they talk about the weather and they have like 800,000 views on every goddamn short. Oh, fuck, man. Here's a pitch to Clement. There's a swing and miss. Runner goes to second. He steals second. Man, the Toronto has really, wow. Just we thought this game might go to extras. Fuck, man. So we got Clement at the plate. He's 1 for 4. Here comes the 0-1. And it's a swing and a miss. 0-2. The same thing with that OnlyFans shit, man. These girls just sit there and they just do nothing. And guys just give them money for nothing. Like, damn, man. Must be nice. Here's the 0-2 pitch. In the dirt. Must be nice. I saw that. The Lakers. Like, they're still going to suck, man. They got 7, 8, and 9 in the lineup for the Yankees. That's why they had to get out there setting with have it 9-9. If they got 7-8-9 coming up, they're not scoring. Here's a pitch, the 1-2. It's foul. Gonna stay 1-2. Yeah, the wild pitch, man, scored a run, and then this has just been a bad, horribly pitched game by both teams. Nobody can get out consistently enough. So 1-2 coming to Clement. Here comes the pitch. There's a grounder to third. Chisholm throws to first, and they got him by a step to retire this side. But Toronto takes the lead as they score 2 here in the 8th. We'll go to the 9th. It's 11-9 Blue Jays. I saw that. Yeah, DeAndre Ayton sounded the Lakers. I don't know if that makes them a championship team. I don't know about that. Oklahoma City would still beat them in a 7-game series. They wouldn't stop SGA in a 7-game series. I don't care who the fuck's on that Lakers team. But spider just tried to crawl on me. Spike your ass, spider. The All-Star Game. The Celebrity Softball Game. Where is the All-Star Game at this year? They say, it's in Atlanta? Oh, they remember they took it away from Atlanta because Atlanta, they had some kind of whatever. Nothing on that shit. But it turned out to be false, fake news. It's not gonna. He's a good player, but we got Willie Green as our coach. 9-14-1 for the Yankees. 11-13-0 for the Blue Jays. Here in the top of the 9th inning. We still got Willie Green as our coach. Jimenez is going to play, short? So Jeff Hoffman trying to close it out for Toronto. We're going to have Dominguez up. Can the Yankees rally again? Probably not with 7-8-9. It's foul back 0-1. And the 0-1 is 1-1. Yeah, Ben Rice really screwed up on that wild pitch. Well, pass ball. 2-1. At least Dumars is trying something, man. Griffin didn't do shit, man. He just sat there with his thumb up his ass. 2-1. That's fouled out of play. 2-2. We'll see if the trade that they moved up 10 spots works out. I mean, I don't think it will, but we'll see. I just don't have any faith in Willie Green as our coach. I like our roster. 2-2 pitch. That's foul. We should make the playoffs with that roster. We should, but we have a coach who doesn't really emphasize defense, and his rotations suck. 2-2 pitch, and swing and a miss. 1 down. I don't mind trading C.J. McCollum. He was getting up there in age, and he's got to go. Imagine we had imagine we just had if we had a different coach, we'd have a different outlook on the season. Here's a pitch to Volpe. There's a strike 0-1. What if we had like Will Wade as our coach going into the season next year? Let's just hypothetical. I mean, your outlook would be different. But we know what we got in Willie Green. Here's the 0-1. And Volpe swings at it. That's going to go to back, and that is caught at the wall. 2 down. Yeah, I don't mind trading McCollum. I mean, McCollum isn't somebody that now we're not making the playoffs because we traded McCollum. No, that's not the reason why we won't make the playoffs. It's because Zion's fat ass doesn't play 30 games a year. And Willie Green's a horrible in-game coach. He doesn't know how to do rotations. His teams make the same mistakes game after game after game. Here's a pitch to Grisham. There's a strike 0-1. So Yankees in danger of losing this series because they've lost the first 2 games of this series. They lose this game, they're tied for first place. They would have blown a 7-game lead that they had at the end of May. Here's the 0-1. And Grisham will ground it. And this is going to be... No! It's going to get a base hit. Grisham will get on with an infield single. They had the shift on. And Grisham going to get on with an infield single now. Rice comes up late. I wish LSU cared about men's basketball. They don't. They don't care about men's basketball. They don't. They haven't put any kind of resources in the program. And even when Will Wade was here, they didn't give a shit. Will Wade cried about the facilities. He cried about the PMAC being sucky. And they didn't do shit. It took Kim Mulkey to get it changed. Here's a strike 0-1 to Rice. It took Kim Mulkey for them to actually start thinking about building another arena. If Kim Mulkey doesn't come here, they're not building no goddamn another arena. Here's the 0-1, and Rice popped it back out of play. Paxson just got back from golfing. Yeah, Kim's the one that's pushing for the new arena. And they're listening to her because obvious reasons. But they didn't listen to Wade. Here's the 0-2. And it's but they don't care about men's basketball. But they're going to have to start caring about it because now basketball is getting a percentage of this revenue. But they're going to have to start caring about men's basketball. Here's a 1-2 to Rice. And pops him up behind home plate. And makes the catch. As that was Guerrero makes the catch. And the game is over. So Toronto wins 11 to 9. They scored 2 runs in the bottom of the 8th. As they blew an 8-run lead, but they come back and win the game 11 to 9. Man, you missed an exciting game, Paxton. As the Blue Jays were the winning option with no percent of the bets. Toronto scored 7 runs in the first inning and they blow it. Well, they blew the lead, but they come back and win the game. 11 to 9. So this game definitely went over. So Stanton hit a home run, Judge hit a home run, and Hoffman gets a save. That's his 20th save. Garcia goes to 1 and 2. Devin Williams goes to 2 and 3 for actually, man. So yeah, we'll see what men's. But both they went in the transfer portal in men's basketball too and got money, got players. We'll see if it works out, but they gotta care about men's basketball. They gotta actually think they care about basketball. They don't care about men's basketball. They don't. They didn't care when Will Wade was here. They didn't. They really did not care about men's basketball when Wade was here because Wade was crying about the practice facility. He was talking about the arena being outdated, and okay, we'll work on it, and they never did. And he probably if he was still here, they probably still would be crying. They still be working on it, but it took Kim Mulkey to change that. So they listen to her. They listen to her. A sport that brings in no money to LSU, but there's interest in women's basketball. So, but they'd be interested in men's basketball if they actually cared. That's the whole deal. It's not McMahon. It's they don't care. They can sign. They can go get whoever is the coach. If they're not going to invest in the men's basketball program and pay players to come here, because that's what you got to do now. You got to pay them to come here because they're not going to come here because they come here. You're playing golf. That's nothing wrong. Nothing wrong with playing golf. Ain't nothing wrong with playing golf, man. It's all right, but I'm hoping that men's basketball does something this year. Like if they make the dance, I think fans would be ecstatic for that. Just make the dance, man. Just go to the first round and lose, to whoever in the first round, and I think fans will be all right with that. At least it'll be a step forward, but we'll see. They got some new players, but we'll find out what happened. I guess about that. I don't know. We'll see. But man, tomorrow night is some Canadian football, eh? Here we got Winnipeg Blue Bombers versus the Calgary Stampeders. I haven't done a Stampeders game because they were off last week. They had a bye week. So we got Winnipeg and Calgary. Canadian football. So I'm expecting YouTube to really help me out because we'll see. All right, I'm gonna go read up on this guy Trenton Henderson we got for the LSU. This 5-star edge rusher out of the state of Florida. But have a good one, man. We'll see you guys tomorrow night for some Canadian football. So.